Hello everybody and welcome back to the Jug Bucket YouTube channel. I am your host, Jug Bucket, as per usual, and today I've got 5 tips for you. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tips for you if you were just starting out in Misery. So if you are just starting out in Misery, go ahead, stay tuned, and let's jump into the first one. But before we jump into that, I wanted to say thank you guys so much for the support on the last video. We got a lot more views on it than I was expecting we would get, and a lot of you guys commented a lot of good information. So I went ahead and tried some of those things out, and guess what? It was good information. It actually worked out really well. So if you're somebody who commented, thank you so much. Even if it wasn't good information, you were just commenting on the video, thank you so much for the support. Now, let's actually go ahead and jump into this video. So the first thing we're going to be discussing is something that I actually forgot to talk about in the last video, and that is the fact that you can carry extra space by carrying a backpack within your backpack. It's a backpack within a backpack. As you can see here, I've got all the space of the hiking bag within my large backpack. It helps a lot when you're able to go into the expedition zone and you have that extra space to be able to carry more stuff back to your home base. But there is one issue with it, and that is encumbrance. So when you add an item to the hiking bag within your large backpack, just for this example, if I were to add a 10 kilogram item to my hiking bag that's inside of my backpack, it adds it to my large backpack as well. So the only thing you really need to be worried about is encumbrance. So if you're going out, you're getting a lot of stuff and you're getting a lot of heavy stuff. So we'll say, for example, you're getting a lot of wood. You're not going to be able to utilize any of that space because you're encumbering yourself with it. Also, this doesn't just apply to hiking bags or tactical bags or any bags in general. It also applies to things like the torba, the suitcase. It doesn't give you that much extra space, but it gives you enough extra space to basically justify using it. There's no reason that you would want to be using just your regular backpack. You should also be carrying a suitcase with you. It's an extra slot of carrying space. Now, tip number 2 is something that somebody brought to my attention in the last video, and that is table progression. You should focus on getting the sewing machine first. Look at all of these items that you can use for anti-radiation, and the military uniform is going to come in handy too. Oh god. Ew. Now, after you've gotten your sewing machine, you're going to want to focus on getting the chemical table. The chemical table allows you to make gunpowder, food, meds, clean bottles of water, and the next thing is seeds. You're going to want to make as many seeds as you can so you can keep growing these crops, and then you can sell those crops off to make a ton of money. And like I said in my last video, you're going to want to focus on getting as much money as you can off the bat so you can get things like the hiking bag, you can get food and medicine, you can get ammo for your weapons if you so find them. And another thing too, the sewing machine is going to allow you to repair items that are going to help give you a lot more radiation protection. So when you're first starting off, radiation protection is everything, because there's a lot of areas you can't get into because radiation is so bad. But you kill your first plague doctor, you have the broken plague doctor mask, you have the broken plague doctor suit. Now you've just given yourself the ability to repair those items and get into those radiation zones and get slightly higher tier loot. And not only that, it's going to give you that leeway when you first get into the 20th emissions, like the bunker zones. When you get into those zones and you have that radiation protection, it's going to make things a lot easier. Now, tip number 3 is one that I don't hear a lot of people talk about, and that is utilizing the space outside of the main base area, and that is the courtyard. As you can see right here, I have a ton of military crates set up, and I'm just dumping stuff into them. Just, I want to dump everything and get back outside and just go explore as much as I can and get as much loot as I can. Not only that, you can use this area to go ahead and just use as your main storage. Say you haven't found a lot of sledgehammers out in the expedition zone and you don't really have a lot of space to be putting any crates inside of your base. You can use this area to just throw stuff into. You want to sort through and have all your ammo in one place. You want to have your food, your whatever it is, and you want to have it all just kind of sorted, but you don't have any space inside of the actual bunker itself. Utilize the courtyard area. It's not going to go anywhere during the, well, it's not emissions anymore, it's shinings. That stuff doesn't go anywhere. It stays put out there. It's not going to get destroyed. Tip number 4 is one that I wish somebody would have told me when I first started playing the game, and that is swampers are your best friend. Swampers are an entirely neutral mob, meaning they won't attack unless provoked. So let's just paint the picture. You're first starting out, you don't have a lot of melee weapons, you don't have any guns, and you're just really not that good at combat yet. And you're in an area where there's a lot of bandits, there's a lot of plague doctors, and you're just getting shredded. Leave the swampers to do the work for you. They'll go in, they'll take care of business, and when they're all done, you can walk in, take all the loot for your own, and hike it home. The only thing is, don't aim your gun at the swampers. I'm going to show you a quick little clip here of why you don't want to do that. They may be pretty easy to kill, and the food might be pretty good, but they're still your best friend, and there's plenty of food to be found in the expedition zone, and you can also buy it from, well, the store. So, keep the swampers around. There's no reason to kill them. Now, for tip number 5, I'm going to recommend that you guys go and get the buccal detector and start looking for artifacts as soon as possible. I didn't find one here, but that little gauge right there is going to show you how close you are to the artifact in the area. You want to go to these anomaly zones, pull the buccal detector out, and watch that gauge. Artifacts will give you a specific boost to a specific stat at a specific downside. For example, mine is the calculator. That gives you higher stamina and faster stamina regeneration at the cost of needing to eat more food. So I need to find a lot more food and eat a lot more of it, but for higher stamina and faster stamina regeneration, I'll take it. But I think that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys like this video, make sure you leave a like on it. If you didn't like it at all, leave a dislike on it. Leave a comment down below if you guys want to see me do more videos on Misery, or if you want any suggestions on any other games, or, you know, whatever video you want to see next. Or leave a comment on what you want to see in the game next. I would love suggestions. I might even do a video on what we want to see in the game next. But this has been another video on the Jug Bucket YouTube channel, and I am your host, Jug Bucket, as per usual, and I will see you guys in the next one. You guys take it easy out there. See you next time.